So hello there, it's Prep with Chigozie. This time around, I will be dealing with a test completion question that involves two blanks, right? Now, first up, you want to read the text and make sense of it without the compulsion to fill up any blank yet. Take everything as a whole and understand it. So we have Alamis attribute the startling rise of student debt to the greed of for-profit universities. But in focusing on the dash of these institutions, the critics overlook the more troubling trend in American culture. The belief that education is just another dash whose value can and should be quantified economically. So I think for the first part of the text, we have the idea that greed sort of pervades universities, right? And then critics have even overlooked a bigger issue, which is the fact that education is now regarded more like something that should yield economic value. So my clues to the first blank, right, the words around the first blank that are pointers to my best answer should be words like greed. Yes, so I'm looking for something that is synonymous with the word greed, and I'm also looking for profit, and there are words around for profit. There's debt, there is the but as well. On the second blank, I am using words like economically, value, and the word quantified to make predictions, right? So my first prediction should be the word greed. Perfect prediction, because you can notice the continuity at that point at the first part of the text, right? So the word greed is a good prediction to make. Or profit-seeking habit. You don't have to be perfect with your prediction, just something that helps you make sense of the text, right? The second blank, I could predict the word good and service or products, whatever should yield economic value, remember. So let's evaluate our options this time and find out which options match my predictions, right? So there we go. The first blank gives me the word achaism, which is completely off context, as it means ancient and old. And option B gives me avarice. That is the perfect synonym for the word greed. So I'm holding on to option B. I don't think I have to go any further on that first blank. The second blank gives me the word pursuit, and that is close but not perfect, right? So E means volition, which is decision. I think F is just a perfect synonym to the word good, service, product, like I predicted. So let's plug in our answers and find out how they, of course, maintain the idea of the text. Alamis attribute the startling rise of student debt to the greed of for-profit universities, but in focusing on the average of these institutions, the critics overlook the more troubling trend in American culture, the belief that education is just another commodity whose value can and should be quantified economically. So there you have our best answer, maintaining the idea of the text. So I want to recommend you keep liking this page, follow as well. It's Prep with Chigozie for more tips and illustrations like this.